Hello everybody, my name is Aceface. I wanted to do some Frigate Abyss Retribution style, or just some Destroyer slash Frigate Abyss, and I decided on doing it in the Retribution because I was thinking that Abyss is always fun to do with other people, and sometimes it's always not easy to find people to do it in, so that's why, since on my character I've got a pretty hefty amount of ISK, I was thinking then, well, you know what, I could just do it with randoms. Let's just do it with randoms, see what happens. I think it still could be quite fun to just do it with randoms, maybe give them fits. I was thinking of even giving this guy a fit. I'm not sure if I think he's a bit skeptical to me giving him a Retribution to do this in, but we'll see if we can get this to do smoothly, because he is actually, I think it would be quite cool to do like co-op Retribution with people who are used to doing low tier Abyss, because he has mentioned that he's been only doing T1s or really low tiers. So I decided that we could go to do T2, and this fit here, this Retribution, is actually able to do solo T2, so it's pretty dummy proof we're doing here. It's nothing like crazy, and then we've got two of them, you know, then it's going to be super easy. We can even do T3 if he's up to it, but we'll start off with the T2. I just think it's quite cool just doing it with random people, but it's also a bit risky, you know. What if they decide to gank you in the Abyss? That could be a deadly situation, but I want to just try it out. Here in the system of Sobaseki, I'm going to go try to see if this will go smoothly. This fit, if you've not seen my previous videos, is a pretty tanky little Retribution. Dual faction reps A-type with the Heatsink 2 and the Shadow Serpentis Multispectrum with the Reactive Armor Hardener with the Cat Battery and the Bling F5MN. So we're fast, we're tanky. We also do somewhat decent amount of DPS, not too much. We've only got one damage module, but the pulse layers enable us to have still pretty high damage and in Conflag. So when it comes to battleships, we're still able to destroy them in a reasonable amount of time, because we're able to get quite close and personal and do high massive damage. So this was just something different I wanted to try out, do with other people. I've seen people mentioning to me that I should do stuff with other people a bit more. It could be a bit more interesting. So I wanted to do that. I've run lots of Frigate Abyss with my friend Jory. We've done quite a few videos before, but he's not been online often the same time I've been online, and sometimes we've been busy, and so our schedules are not always lined up, so it's a little bit difficult sometimes. So sometimes it feels like, you know, random people sometimes I'll have to do, but we'll see how this goes. I think it adds an element of mystery to it as well. Ready? Okay, he's ready now. I'm gonna ask him if I can, like, maybe, because since he's used to doing T1s and he's like, it's a new thing for him to do T2s, I could, like, you know, hold back a bit and see how he's able to handle it himself. Then if it goes too crazy, I can like jump in, or we could just do it together. It's a long time since I did any like co-op Abyss, so I forgot how you do the hotkeys. I think you have to hold down one and then... Okay, no, never mind. Can you do it like this? Broadcast target? Add him to the watch list as well, that can be good. Pilot, fleet, add to watch list, so we can just keep an eye on him if he needs more. He needs some more assistance, maybe. We can lock up everything here. Maybe attack him a bit. We are getting neuted out, or neuted pretty hard here. Need to be slightly careful with the newts. That's pretty hard neuting. Does not seem to be shooting so many. Maybe we'll want to start attacking them. Just approach. Need to take out those newts. He's thinking they're very fast. You just need to approach them, really. Use close range ammo and it should be alright. They're very fast, but the pulse layer is able to track really well. See how strong our capacitor is now that we've destroyed some newts, but we've also freed a lot of capacitor by destroying that one, or taking out that one repper. Gives a lot of it to spare. We do so much damage here, so we're just able to blitz them really quickly. I'll give all the loot to him. It was double webbed. So you could try using Conflag, but otherwise Scorch. So if we want that MWD, we're able to go quickly to the buy adaptive cache, or buy commutative cache. Okay, jumping now. Can I jump, please? Okay, he's already jumped. Here, this Retribution is so dummy proof, you're just mainly made to just jump straight in, so you're as close to the buy adaptive cache as possible. Here, we're just supposed to approach, use Scorch and Conflag. Oof, nice. Just sniping these guys like as if it's nothing. It's a bit difficult, I realise, to explain to you guys and him at the same time, but I think it's interesting. I think it's fun to see the guys are maybe trying something new. Good to do it together. Let's see how fast he's going. Is he using his MWD? It could be good to use your MWD. No, he's not really using his MWD so much, but it's also because I think he's trying to get close. Then there's that biocommentive cache. There we go. Oof, this is super fast with 2 of these retributions. See if we can do the next room here. Let's go. Here we focus the rodeo because he's going to be providing big reps. He's charging in with the retributions. We can even approach here, to be honest, since we're able to just tank him like no one's business, so we can keep hammering with conflag. Are we cap stable? Yeah, we're cap stable with 2 armor pairs. So with one of them we have so much cap to spare. You lock up that bioadaptive cache. Not really able to apply too well here. I think that you could also consider to just keep a bit of rate and use Scorch. I think you might do a lot of damage as well because you're going to be tracking a lot better. Easy. Easy T2. How much loot you get? And how much do you got? I think that's quite a bit more than T1 with 10 million. Okay, so that was a quick sight there. T2 Retribution with a random. That was very smooth and he liked it. The only critique he has was that he thinks that probably if you do this solo, then it's maybe going to be so slow that maybe it could be just worth to do T1s. And that's actually a big consideration you have to take when you're doing these T1s and T2s actually, because often I do these T1s and I can do T1s really fast. I can do them sometimes under 5 minutes or quite often under 5 minutes. And the thing is then if you're doing a T2 suddenly you're going to approach the 10-minute mark, almost double the time, sometimes even more than double the time. It can be a bit slower. So I think that if you can do T2, it's still better to do the high tier filament because there's high likelihood that you get good drops. You're gonna have a lot higher likelihood to get these really nice T3 filaments, even sometimes T4 filaments than you were in T1. In T1 you're never gonna get a T4 filament, but in T2s you can sometimes get a T4 filament. Okay, he wants to do another one. That's cool. Let's see. Yeah, he wants to do another one. Okay, the thing is, you can get these high tier filaments a lot more likely. So I think that you could say the span of loot, maybe average loot is similar, but the thing is you'll get a lot higher extreme loot cases, I think, in the T2s. I need filaments though. Yeah. He wants to do another one. He liked it. Do a quick T2 electric. Okay, he's going to get some filaments. So we'll chill here in the meantime. Check what kind of DPS tank does this fit have? Because I mean, I think that it should be able to do 2 of these in a T3. Just think maybe some waves it might be a little bit difficult, but I mean 241 EHP per second tank is really a mean amount of tank, so I think you could possibly be able to do T3s in this. You've got some capacitor to spare, you've got a friend to help you, focus on the newts. Would be quite cool. He's wondering what are the most difficult waves in the T2s, and probably the Sancho waves, the ones I would say are the most difficult ones, since you have to avoid their newts and webs. The solution is simple: just keep outside 10-kilometer range on those Sanchos, and you'll avoid their webs, and you'll also avoid their newts. Their newts newt really harder than 10 kilometers. Outside, they're pretty insignificant, or not insignificant, but they're a lot less. So you'll usually be able to just orbit with Scorch and have no issues whatsoever. Okay, he's back here with the filaments. Okay, I can jump in here. He's open the filament. Okay, so we've got some Leshaks here. And this is very easy. It's just a case of jumping straight in. Doing this as quick as possible. Got that bioadaptive cache there, which we can switch with Scorch to get a little bit of a volley here. And then we can go for the renewing Leshak. And orbit 500 with the conflag going off. Pretty simple here. I think he's starting to attack some of the... Oh no, I don't think he started attacking any frigates yet. It could be the Diva Automatis and some volley I landed before. Let's get close to the transfer conduit. Let's try to do this as quick as possible since he's worried about time. I'll go to the next wave while he collects the loot. Twillet Abyssal Overmind needs to get DPS on him really quickly. can lock up some of these assisting frigates here. Get a volley here on that bioactive cache. Orbit this guy at 2.5. I think it'll be easy. I think it's good to use Scorch here on my way here, because then I'll be able to get some good tracking on these tiny little frigates. I'm usually going to have a bit of a difficult time otherwise to get them. And now I'll use Conflag on the big boy here. Gonna turn off that MWD too. Can maybe even destroy that plate forge since he's going to give some remote reps. There we go. What is the optimal range on this Conflag here? 5, okay, so we can orbit 2.5 and that should be alright. Okay, we almost destroyed this Abyssal Overmind. We're outputting over 600 DPS with dual Conflags here. I'm not sure if he's got perfect skills, but at least 600 DPS we should be doing here. Okay, let's go to the next room. Don't need to have 2 armor repairs on. Okay, next one, we've got some Kikimora rooms. We've got a Kikimora room. This one is a little bit difficult because you can do a lot of DPS. Let's take out this bioactive of cache. There we go, and then we'll get close to this Kikimora here. See if we can destroy them before they destroy us. There's the DPS race here. Now is when we want to use both armor pairs. Overheat a little bit. And overheat the guns as well. Oh, we're taking tons of damage. What? Oof. Oh, come on now. We're going to get killed here. Oh, that was a ton of damage he took. Oof. That was good he helped me there. Yeah, that was not a good demonstration of this fear. I haven't encountered such a difficult Kikimora wave before, actually. Could it be that my reactive armor hardener also was slightly adjusted to the Abyssal Overmind, maybe? Could be, because he was doing a lot of kinetic damage, so these guys do no kinetic damage. We almost died there. Yeah, I had my structure came pretty low. Okay, great. We just did that quite quickly, but it was also pretty shaky too. I was a bit daunting by jumping straight into those Kikimoras. They do damage straight away. It could be an idea to maybe try kiting them a little bit with Scorch, but it's going to be quite difficult since they've got pretty long range as well. Not sure what I could do about that. Boosters could have maybe helped a little bit as well. And using my second armor repair in the beginning as well could maybe help a little bit. But oof. Yeah, that was a ton of damage. Did we have boosters on us? No, we did not. Okay. Yeah, I can imagine he's going to be put off now because it's also putting me off as well, seeing those really difficult Kikimora waves. I didn't expect them to be that powerful, and I believe I've also tested Kikimora waves as before in this fit. Never had this much issue before. Alright, so that's some T2s with randoms. The deadly Kikimoras almost got us, but thankfully they didn't. Thanks to Jacko here. He managed to save the day by destroying that Kikimora really quickly, but we were still able to tank for a decent amount of time until their DPS ramped up to really crazy levels. But otherwise, it was alright. This Retribution is really powerful, but I would like to get a way to handle those a bit more reliably because I didn't feel at all comfortable there having this low of a structure, especially with this price of a fit as well. So until next time, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. That's enough for now. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. I'll catch you guys later.